Hello, stream, and welcome to MPL. Also, this isn't MPL. What the fuck am I talking about? PTPRL Season 1, Race 8, Tier 1, at Mexico. It's fucking wet, I think. God knows. I'm gonna join a different Discord chat. Because why not? That was not a piss, by the way, Dover. Anyway, hi. What's good, Alpaca? I'm streaming. You were on my stream. No. They can't hear you. You're good. Yeah, you won. Give me one F2. Go on. Good. So I want to see. Okay. God. I'll talk about it in time, okay? I gotta do my duties as a commentator today, you know. What's going on? Hero Piss, continuing his pissful run in the V-Carb. There's the championship leader over Konzi, his teammate, who is racing once again 13th place currently in the session. No one's set a time yet. Most people are on their out laps. Who will be the first person to set a time? Let's have a look. Yeah, I will. I'm going to make sure it's nice and energetic. 5-star up is the first driver to set a time, the Danish Williams driver, a regular in the series. He's going into turn 1 now for his lap on hot lap mode. I'll never understand why people use hot lap mode, and you missed the apex for turn 1. Meanwhile, Ento is also on a lap. Let's see, let's look at Cyril Alpaca signed to HRT recently, which is obviously a very famous F1 team from the early 2010s. It was a back marker, so it makes sense, as he now drives down the straight and goes into the first corner, looking to get purple in all 3 sectors here. The driver newly signed to an esports team. We just want to watch it today. We're heading into the first corner now in the Alpine, looking to get pole position. Let's have a look on his onboard, using plenty of battery turn 1, flicking the car into the right-hander in the first corner. Gets to the apex nicely, gets beached on the curb a bit. The car gets unsettled as he bottomed out on the curb, but it shouldn't be too bad as he comes down the straight now, used to the battery and the DRS. Heading all the way up into turn 4 now, the left-hander for this very tight chicane. Is it purple? Yes, it is, through the first sector. He missed the apex just a little bit there, and then goes into the right-hander, flips inside curb. The car getting a bit unsettled as he gets over the curb there, turning a little bit too much on there. Now through the double apex right-hander. Turn 6-7. Going into the left-hander now. Oh, and Hubert, who was following Firestorm that whole time, went like, what the fuck? Okay, so 4 people just went faster at the same time. How are they all doing laps that close together? Konzi goes 2nd. Europus goes 4th. Vesticle's on a lap in the McLaren now. I can just see like a million cameras and messages on the right side of my screen now, because it's for some reason only now telling me what people were saying while I was gone. Mystical in 7th place. Meanwhile, Shen goes fastest with a 1:15.7. Pretty good lap, actually. We'll see what he can do. His teammate down in 3rd place. Looking to come back this race. What is a track that's usually quite chaotic is Soaring Alpaca there, down in 3rd place. Half a second off the pace, but still, it's only a banker lap. Down. And Vintrix there, in the Red Bull. Oh, Kimi goes 2nd. Very good lap. 1:16.0 for a banker. And that puts him into 2nd place. What's Dervas going to manage? He's still on the pit lane as Lee Harrison, the McLaren, is currently 14th, waiting to come back on. Let's have a look at the championship. Oh, British boy there absolutely smashed his Shank's fastest lap attempt with a 1:51. That's a very good lap. I think the 14's are plausible then today, if that's a banker lap. We'll see. And it's done a British boy go back to the pit lane. Shanky P2, 6 tenths off the pace currently. So it looks like British boy is the favourite pole for now. Is Kimi on another lap here? It looks like he might be. He's not. So we'll see now. Bisticle now going on to. He's taking the battery there. Is he going to another lap? We'll see. Is Vintrix on a lap now? No, he's cooling down for another attempt. He's down in 9th place. Enter it there on the Sabre. Oh. And Cyril Packer just died in the pit entry. There he is, the stopped car in the pit lane. We saw on Kimmy's onboard, and he's in the wall. And that's really funny, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunate though, for Cyril Alpaca, who was looking to try and get pole position today, as he said in his pre-race predictions, will now instead finish at best in 5th. So, Cyril Alpaca then is fucked. He's gonna be at P5 at best as he crashes the pit wall, locking up with his wheel issues, causing the force feedback to difficult. Is that... Wait, I think... Who's Jimbo? Jimbo Maka looking to come along. This guy is as old as Minecraft, born in 2011. He's in the heads through the final couple corners. I mean, you could try, but you won't be heard on the stream anyway. People don't want to hear your voice. I don't know, Discord settings are shit, so I can't really do anything about it. But you can make your own stream. It's not really difficult to connect to a YouTube account if you're on console. Or have you got an embarrassing account or something? Yeah, fair enough. Well, purple first sector apparently for Jimmy, but I think that's because it was his first attempt. Meanwhile, Lee Harrison's gone P4, the driver who won Monaco. Mystical. Okay. Spinell goes along. Oh, Meals Williams off the track trying to get out of the way. Was that Bernardo Leclerc? Yes, it was. Moving out of the way. And meanwhile, who the fuck is Drift 3273? Okay, Dervas, basically, I don't know when you said that, but the only people racing is... Oh, God. But basically, Dervas, championship contenders for this race are Shemk and Cocobrino. Let's have a look what you can do. Shank on the lap now, heading down into the first corner for the first time. Well, since he put on this set of tyres. Going into turn 1. Nice and committed. Almost cut the corner there. Now as he goes through off the corner now. Heading into the straight going into turn 4 now already. He's already used most of his battery already, so I don't know what he's thinking. He's definitely got a purple first sector, but what's the point if you're going to use all your battery? He's going to lose a lot of time now in the middle sector, especially on that second DRS zone. Or third DRS zone, I should say. The double apex right-hander of turn 6-7. And now it's left-hander of turn 8, pretty quick, committed through there. Cuts the corner. And Shank there, the championship leader, cheating his way to the pole position. I'm joking. But still going down there, using more battery. Is it going to be a purple middle sector? Yes, it is. He's over 6 tenths up on his lap. This is a good lap from Shank, to be fair. And Casper Metzler says 6-7. Wait, is that Metzelaars? Is it the guy from fucking NPL? Is that you? Are you the Guatemalan guy? The guy in the chat? The fuck? Anyway, that's the line. Was it going to be... Oh, it is fastest. It wasn't quite a 114, but it was a 115.0. Good lap from Shem. Puts him right in the fight for pole. Go on. I mean, everyone's on the same page, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Also, it's better for racing, because every time you go off the track in strict rules, you get a fucking track limit penalty. It makes it boring. So I'd rather be like this. Ocabrino goes third fastest now, the 115.7. Does the same lap that Shank did before until he beat it. It was a purple last sector as well, apparently, but Ocabrino goes third place, trying to get with his teammate here. Kimi now still in fourth place. Elite Harrison in fifth. Never said holy corner cutting. Agreed. Also, Dan's always saying to me, "Oh, use the offboards." Yeah, right. Every time you use an offboard, it just zooms in on the cameras on the fucking driver's face. So I don't really want to look at that. And the steering alpaca glazes British boy. We'll look at, oh, what the fuck, Bernard Leclerc killed himself, and right in front of his teammate as well. Not great. Okay, as well. So Kanzi there is he on a lap? It's hard to tell. No, he's definitely not on a lap. British boy, I'm going to commentate his entire lap so he gets distracted. Using all the battery down to the first corner. He's got the grass on the left side. The track got the DRS wide open, going 209 miles per hour. Can he get 210 before the first corner? There's cars in the way. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you. He goes over the curve on the inside. He hits the corner nicely. Cuts the corner on the inside. Hits the curve on the right as well. He's driving fast, using the battery, getting a tow. He's getting given a tow from the Sauber. This is cheating. He should put him in the wall. And he's already purple in the first sector. 2.5 tenths up. That was a tenth quicker than Shank's first sector. Through the right-hander now. What's he going to manage? Looking pretty committed through there. Off the corner, not the best traction off the corner, but that's the case usually at Mexico. Heading into the left-hander out of the middle sector. What can he do? And he completely cuts the corner, and he didn't even get track limits. That's insane. Oh my god. British boy there. Half a second up on his lap. He's going to be well in the 14s here. What can British boy do? Hamilton's going to try again. This time on the inside of Cobson again, and they touch. Meanwhile, British boy going through the right-hander. What's he going to manage? Going over the curb. It's going to be a 1 minute 14.5 pole position, surely. No speeding that lap. Kimi there. Continuing on. Oh, Elliot Harrison, right as I said that, gets up 14.7, so he's not even too far off. 6-7. Yeah, that's an illegal pole, but then again, this is PTPRL, no one gives a fuck, so... Yeah, but you're out of the session because you crashed into the pit wall, so... You can't... Meanwhile, Mystical now on the lap, at 10th up, down in P8. Meanwhile, 5-Throat gets out of the session in 13th. Ooh. And Mystical oversteering off the corner. Will he improve? Yes, he does. Goes 6th fastest up for the McLaren team. Goes with a 1:16.1. We haven't seen him in a while. And Kimi's dead. Driver visit. Which one? Is it? I was gonna say, is that British boy in the wall? No. But now is he's like, oh, there's a Mercedes with no front wing yet. Is that Kimi? Or is that Jimbo? Is that Jimbo in the wall? Jimbo's just stopped on the inside of the stadium section. Jimbo's having a mad one. What is he doing? Why don't you do you should do your own stream, bro. Everyone. Oh, and Dervas on his outlap almost spins around. Europus there is not improving on the first sector, but he's going to try and get up the order now. 4 minutes to go in the session. Trent coming onto the track, Entour's also on a lap there as well, but he's used a lot of battery in the first sector. Mystical might be going for that. I don't think he will. He's going to come into the pit lane, I'm sure. Trent gets he got unsettled by the curve. That's going to cost him huge amount of time. He spins out. Schenk there made a big mistake, and he spins almost into the wall there. He's going to have to try again in his bid for pole. Into it there. Is he on a lap? Probably not. Meanwhile, Fiopis goes 5th with a 1:15.7 out of nowhere in the V-carb, looking pretty quick. So it's currently a British boy on pole from Elite Harrison in 2nd, Schenk in 3rd, Kanzi in 4th, and then Fiopis in 5th. Kimi in 6th. P10 for Sarah Pack. He's got a lot of work to do after crashing at the start of the session into the pit wall and becoming the first retirement of the session. Unfortunate stuff there for steering Alpaca. Dervas there on his first lap of the session. He's not even done one yet. This is his first attempt. Looking to get a good lap in. So far, so good. Being nice and careful. Dervas, what's he going to manage? Heading after the left-hander? Wait, what? Dervas hasn't done a lap yet. He's lagging so much. Dervas's lag is, like, I can't even commentate what he's doing. It looks like he's just driving into every wall left, right, and centre. Goes to 11th place with a 1:16.4 for his first attempt. I think he's going to cut. Yeah, oh, what the fuck? Vintrix there. He's cutting corners. Dangerous driving from Vintrix. He should be punished for this. Because Dervas is retiring from the session. What else is there? Ali Harris is coming into a lap now. The car in second place currently, looking to set the pole position time here in Mexico. Coming out the far corner, he needs at least 2 tenths to go for pole against British Boy. I believe is not going to set another lap at this rate. I don't think he's not going to be able to come out to do the lap. So if Ali Harrison could beat his lap, this would be for pole position. I don't think anyone else has the pace to beat him at the moment. Unless Kamsi can. That looks pretty good actually for Ali Harrison. Oh, he's going to get a tow from his teammate. This is great for him. His teammate's giving him a tow on his outlap. This is very good teamwork from the McLarens. Goes past. It's exactly the same time in the first sector. It's identical lap time in the first sector for him, but no, very nice through there. And now as he goes down, continues on his way. Heading through 10.8. He's using the strap, but he's not doing it as much as others have been doing. I think if he did, he'd probably go for pole position easily here. Let's see what he can manage through this section. Didn't invalidate through that cut. Interesting. Down the straight, what's he going to manage? He's 4 tenths up. This could be pole position for him. Surely it is. It looks so committed. Look how fast he can go through those corners. And now it's a left-hander now. And as he continues on now through the stadium section, what's he going to manage? Off the corner he goes. And across the line he goes. It's a 1 minute 14.2, and that is pole position for Ali Harrison. He beats British Boy. Bro sounds more stupid than me now. Ready to get off my dick. Oh my god, British Boy. He just about made it. No. He's 2 tenths up though in the first sector alone. This could very well be the pole position out from British Boy if he can lock in. But 3-6-7, what's he going to manage now? I'm eating through while I commentate, so this isn't going to be great. Now going for left-hander. He's using the cut strap. Oh, he validated his lap. What a fucking idiot. What an idiot. That's what he gets. Dirty cheater. Dirty cheater gets him out. Ali Harrison gets pole position, as he should. What a go. Pole position for Ali Harrison. Wow. So, Ali Harrison on pole. The last time he got pole, he won, so. Let's see how this goes. This might be Esteban Ocon. I'm excited. Let's have a look. So, turn one is going to be eventful, I'm sure. There's always someone that dies at Mexico in the first corner, especially in league racing at this level. See how this goes. I'm eating. Here we go, for the formation lap. As Lee Harrison leads the way from pole position, the second pole of the season. He got pole position, of course, in Monaco, where he won. It was a pretty easy win for him. So, British Boy and the Steering Alpaca continue on their way, heading into the first corner now. And what can Alpaca do? Is he going to drive into Lee Harrison down the straight? Oh my god. There's no way, man. Oh my fucking god. Oh no! Oh my god. Lee Harrison has been taken out in the formation lap. And we have a bird's eye view of that. That was great. Anyway, I will know now. Well, now you've said that. I must have taken that. Pointing to the stewards, mate. I'm taking the. It's on the stream anyway. Who gives a fuck? It's a bit late for that. Anyway, Mystical there in sixth. Behind Hero Plus now. Konzi in fourth. Looking to get back his championship lead from Shamku. Lost it last race. Who the fuck is that Mercedes that like is a mile away? Is that Jimbo by any chance? Jimbo's way behind everyone else. And then there's 5 up as well. Or is that Banana Leclerc who's bringing up the rear? There's a lot of cars in the middle sector here. I'm surprised I hasn't been a crash yet. There's an Alpine slowing down. I think that's an Alpaca, is it? No, it's not. That's British Boy. Slowing down and now he's with his teammate. There's a bunch of cars here waiting to get ready for this race here at Mexico. I have no fucking idea who's going to win this race. This is one of those races that you cannot predict because it's always just complete bullshit at Mexico in lower tier league racing. What? Why are you going around him? What are you doing? Okay, so British Boy thinks he's cool. He's just going to drive straight into Europus and fucking die. Who am I looking at? Kimmy? Look at the angle that's fucking British Boy's at. Anyway, Skis are going to have a nice start, let's say, at turning left into the field. 5 lights coming on from the drivers for 36 laps of the Mexican City Grand Prix. I don't give a fuck what the name is. Lights on, away we go. And it's a shit start from everyone. Lee Harrison continues on his way. And I think that was Yano actually had a surprisingly good start going to someone who's going to be now pushing side by side with his teammate. Is Konzi going to go for it onto the grass and goes ski into the first corner? Where's the crash going to be? Let's have a look. Who's it going to be in someone? Anyone? Anyone want to do it? No? No one's crashed yet. As they head off through the first couple of corners, Lee Harrison continues on his way. Is there a contact midfield? No, it's pretty clean actually. Surprisingly, it's British Boy now in second place, continues on his way. Steering Alpaca continues on. He's side by side with Banana Leclerc. And going down the middle, it's contact between the two of them. There's going to be a sandwich off the track there. In the middle of the corner, contact. There's a Mercedes spinning around. Is that Kimi? It is. He's spun into somebody. There's a Sauber driving into him. He missed, almost hit him there. 3 wide through turn 6, 7. And Banana Leclerc goes down the inside in the process of all that. Meanwhile, it's Lee Harrison that continues to lead, though. From British Boys, like in the top 7 have all stayed where they started, besides Steering Alpaca's got up 3 places already. Oh, big accident. It's that Mystical in the McLaren driving into the wall on the left-hander there in the middle sector in the S's. He's got front wing damage as well as he's down to 13th place. And Jan there in 8th continues on his way. What a start. He's got up 5 places out of nowhere. So Jan having a surprisingly good start. Hubert's gone up into P6. 4 places up for Steering Alpaca in 7th. He's looking to get up the order as well. Kimi in 9th place has gone down a place since the start, but then there's Into it's also going side by side through the last corner. Contact into the wall. They're both in the wall, were they? The Williams certainly was. Oh, he's not happy. Entuit is raging, I think. Or is he? I couldn't tell. I thought he was going to take him out, but he didn't do it. Fuck's sake. Oh well. Meanwhile, there's our battle for the race lead. British Boy goes past Elliot Harrison. They're side by side in the first couple corners. Elliot Harrison's still there alongside him. And British Boy goes off the track. Here comes Shank now, the championship leader, looking to get for the race win here. Obviously, it's only like 2, but you know, may as well go for the lead. He's already used all this battery though. What a fucking idiot. Anyway. I'm joking. Through the first couple corners, though, Shank's still very close to these guys up front. Why is everyone using all their battery? What are they thinking? And Europus there, he's still very close, and he still has battery, which just explains my point. What's the point of using all your battery at this point? Anyway. And Jan continues now in 8th place, having issues there with Kimi. Meanwhile, Steering Alpaca's already got to P6. He's already chasing down the rest of the cars in front. And now as battery down the inside goes, give it British boy. Oh my god, Shank tried to make it 3 wide down the inside going into the stadium section there. Elite Harrison gets a switchback. There's a huge pack of cars battling it out for the race lead now. It's a 4-car lead fight at least. There's a yellow flag out as someone's gone off the track, I think. Oh, Steering Alpaca almost spun around in the stadium section there as he drifts his way through the... Down the inside goes 5-through up on the inside of Kimi for P12. P11, I should say. Meanwhile, it's Europus who gets the fast lap of the race, and now Steering Alpaca beats it with a 1.925. He's looking quick, but does not quite have DRS, which is going to cost him time down both these straights, as there's a double DRS detection zone. Down the inside goes British boy, takes the lead of the race from Elite Harrison. Shank's going to go for it down the inside in the Ferrari, forces him to brake late, but he still doesn't get the place as Shank. He stays in P3 with his teammate right behind him. Europus in P5, 4 tenths behind Cocabrina. The driver looking to get the championship lead back off his teammate today. Has a lot of work to do that though. He retired, or he finished 10th after retiring in Spa last time out. Here comes Elite Harrison to the inside. Wasn't close enough to make a move. He thought about it though. Yellow flags are out as a crash for Durbas. Is out of the race. Is that going to be a safety car? Mystical there. We're going to watch. Is he going to be able to? I want to see Durbas's crash car. I don't think we can, but never know. Well, let's look at the lead fire. Durbas, I believe, has crashed out of the race already. Down the back straight, must have been a collision in the midfield. Oh, Konzi, the former championship leader, spun around and rejoins right into the middle of the track. Thankfully got ghosted. Ali Harrison's got off as well. There's a battle now between British, but Shanks goes down the inside, side by side with him. Ali Harrison's going to be alongside these two. That's 3 wide into the stadium section. Ali Harrison backs out. Shank goes around the outside. Can he go past 2 cars? He doesn't get DRS because he wasn't thinking about the DRS detection zone. And now to the inside he goes through the final couple corners. He's a sitting duck in the straight to Elite Harrison behind. Steering Alpaca's up to P4. He's got up 7 places since the start. Vindrix has as well up to P6. He's having a great race too here in Mexico. Definitely set up the car for the race today. And now Elite Harrison on the grass once again like he was at the start of the race. Like British Boy was, I should say. And now British Boy goes past Elite Harrison for the race lead. Shank there continues up, but now Steering Alpaca looking to get revenge for his last win in Austria after he was disqualified from the race, looking to get the win here today. And he's got front wing damage, I believe. At least I can see some on both sides of his car. And so he's going to continue on his way there. Not too much damage from him. Hubert's gone up a few places himself. He's up to P5. Vintrix, though, right on his tail in the Red Bull. He's looking pretty quick. He locked up, though, going through turn 6, 7. And meanwhile, Kimi's side by side with 5-through up now. 5-through up still managing to fend him off. And he's battling it out for P8 on the track currently. Bunch of cars have pitted, it looks like. Konzi has gone way down the order now. Has he pitted is the question. He has. He's pitted already, so not a good start for Konzi. Yeah, the flags are out. Who was that? What the fuck? Why was there a yellow? What happened? I don't know what happened there, but still. Now it's a battle for the race lead between British Boy, Elite Harrison, Shank, and Steering Alpaca. Elite Harrison is indeed lagging quite a lot here. Oh my god, he's having dropouts every 5 seconds. He's going for the slipstream. He's got a lot of battery to use here. Heading down the straight. It's a very long straight. Is Shank going to line up a move here? The championship leader going for P2. Down the inside he goes. He's going to go for it, but they're still side by side for the chicane. This could give Steering Alpaca encouragement down through the first couple corners. And now, off the corner he comes, using the battery down the straight, basically pushing Shank down the straight now, heading into turn 4. Is he going to go for it? He goes defensive on the inside. Steering Alpaca sends it for the outside line. Trail breaks his way around the outside. This is a very nice overtake if he can make it. And he does make it. That's a clean overtake into P3 on the championship leader from Steering Alpaca with front wing damage. That was a great overtake. Meanwhile, 5-through up is still side by side with Kimi in the same place he was last lap. Kimi is wise to it though. Goes around the outside at turn 5. Can he make it stick through turn 6, 7? Around the outside he goes. Through the double apex right-hander, trying to one-up the overtake there, which just was from Steering Alpaca. Can't manage to do so. He's still alongside him though, and he does back out now, back down to P9. Vintrix though has lost time. I think he's the one that had the issue with Bernard Leclerc, who's in P6 currently. Hubert though is in this lead fight as well. He's looking pretty quick in the Sauber currently. Keeping up with Shank in P4, and Steering Alpaca trying to get in DRS range of the 2 cars in front. As they head off the corner now, British Boy is not worried about keeping this lead. Looks as though he's going to struggle to keep it on this straight, given that he's 3 tenths in front, and he hasn't got DRS for both these straights, so it's going to be an issue. Meanwhile, Shank goes past the inside of Steering Alpaca. I don't think he knew whether... Has he got DRS or not? No, he didn't get the DRS down that straight. because you let him pass after the DRS detection zone. But now Psheng going down the main straight, heading into the first corner. Oh, Psheng waiting for a move there in the final couple of corners, fair enough. As he goes down, he's got DRS, and Konzi gets a penalty. Konzi gets 3 seconds. He was pushing too hard to catch up to the cars in front, and I think out of frustration, he's gone down and gotten 3 seconds as well after spinning out, and he gets fastest lap. Meanwhile, Elite Harrison now going down the inside of British Boy to retake the place. Still side by side. Contact once again. Elite Harrison known for his interesting dive bombs. What happened to steering Alpaca? Why is he just slowing down? Just let Hubert go past. Oh, his brakes are acting up. He's lost time here because of it. He's gone down a place to Hubert, and he lost about 2.5 seconds to the leaders. So that's not good for him, but he has got superior pace, it would seem, at this stage of the race. But Shank now off the track goes British Boy, slows down, and that gives Shank P2 now. And he's got to be saving battery there in the battle for the race lead with Elite Harrison, who's looking pretty quick. Off the track goes British Boy, brake way too late, trying to avoid the back of Shank's car, it looked like. And now Firesport gets 3 seconds. Yellow flags are out in the middle sector. Is that Vintrix? It's Jan who's crashed in the middle sector in the S's. He's spun around and given the place to enter it. He's not out of the race. No one's out of the race yet, you're right. No safety car yet. Surprisingly, there's been a lot of incidents, but not a single one has brought them out of the race. Single Packer now is going to have the DRS on Hubert for P4. Meanwhile, Shank going for the lead there on the inside of Elite Harrison, not using the battery, but now he has to if he wants to make that mistake. He's got double DRS though. Down the inside he goes. Is Elite Harrison going to send it on the outside? No, Shank sends it on the inside through turn 1 and makes it stick. And it looks like he's going to pull away with the straight and the DRS as well in his favour. As Ski now looking for P2 on Elite Harrison. Can he get it? No, he's going to lose time. Saving battery, fair enough. Going down the straight, and Serena Paco now continues his charge after the leading cars once again. Looking pretty quick currently. Whipping the car into the corners. The brake's not looking good for his car though. Meanwhile, the car's pitting as Europus goes past. Yanni's pitted, Entuit's pitted too, so too has Jimbo. And Mystical now goes up in place because of it on those hard tyres. Will he come out in front of Entuit though, going down the straight? He has plenty of battery to use in his attempt to overtake him. Is he going to go for it in the first corner? He could try it. I think he would. Oh, he thought about it, but he wasn't quite close enough to try it there. It would have probably caused a crash if he did. But meanwhile, Elite Harrison continues to stay close to Pshank now in the battle for the race lead. The championship leader looking to get another win here this season. He got the win by 9,000ths of a second in Spa. It was an insane finish. Well, probably the best really racing finish I've ever seen, with 5 cars finishing within a second. As now Elite Harrison chases down Pshank for the race lead. 40% battery being used as he goes down. Got the DRS as well. And here comes British Boy. Cyril Pack is losing time now to these cars in front with them being in DRS of each other. This is helping them work their way forward, but Hubert also losing DRS touch. Sue's showing Alpaca in front. Fire through up there because there's now Bernard Leclerc pits from P7. Luntoft is his username as he goes into the pit lane. Changes the tyres. Their front wing changed. Thankfully, he hasn't got damage like these other people have. But we have 2 people with 3-second penalties. Those are Fire Through Up and Cocabrino, the driver second in the championship. With his teammate leading the way, then again, we've seen how PTPRL can be quite unpredictable. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some safety car drama later in the race. Meanwhile, British Boy could line up a switchback here on Elite Harrison. Couldn't quite make it as he wasn't alongside beforehand. And they now continue. But look how much Elite Harrison's struggling for traction through these low-speed corners. As you can see him struggling to get on the power because not compliant with the rear tyres, spinning quite a lot. And now Pshank has pulled out of DRS range because of this. He's got great tyre wear in that Ferrari. Looking pretty good, but he's going to be careful of those track limits. We almost got another warning there, but a 2-stop race, it seems to be the case for these guys. Drivers who struggle with tyre wear are not going to be enjoying this race here today. Jimbo gets 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Lee Harrison versus British Boy, can he go for it? British Boy, they're not interested in going past. He wants that DRS, and now that's giving Pshank a great opportunity to pull a 3-second gap over both of them. This is exactly what he wanted. And he pits, so Lee Harrison pits, he just could not continue anymore. Yeah, the flags are out again. I'm not sure who that was. Was it Kimmy? Was it Fonzie? What happened? Fonzie brought the flag out. Yeah, he's gone off again. He's struggling. He's on full Apple mediums, but he still is struggling quite a lot. Meanwhile, Elite Harris is going to come out, I think, in P6. Yeah, the flags are out again in the first sector. Is that Jimbo spun around? It is indeed. He spun in front of some leading cars. Oh, he's letting cars pass. I thought he spun, but he's a lap car, so he's letting these guys go by. And British Boy now chasing down Pshank. He's already gained a little bit in the first sector, but it's going to be difficult for these guys to catch up to Pshank. He looks pretty quick in that Ferrari out in front, and he has a huge gap to, a huge buffer to the cars behind, I should say, as he continues on his way leading the race, the championship leader. I believe Pshank would have been, if he won this race, would be his 3rd win in a row this season, and his 5th of the season overall. So Pshank having a great season here in PTPRL in 8 races. He's only lost to Elite Harrison and who else has won a race this season? I think it was... I don't remember actually. It was Konzi, obviously, he's won a race, and I think... Yeah, I think that... Is that everyone? Because I know there was some interesting penalties that were given out for certain races. Meanwhile, the only battle on track currently is actually between Bernard Leclerc and Kimi for P8, which has been a pretty much a race-long battle between these two. Or at least Williams versus Kimi seems to be the trend of this race. Speeding penalty for steering Alpaca in the battle for the race lead. He gets 10 seconds as he enters the pit lane now. And Hewitt behind him has not got that penalty, so he'll now take that place on the track at least. And Shank continues on his way now, leading the race. British boy really struggling with tyre wear. He's lost a lot of time to Shank out in front. And this is very much a tyre wear based circuit. You do not want to be doing a two-stop here today, that is for sure. Sorry, one stop I should say, what am I talking about? Keep zoning out, forgetting what I was fucking saying. Meanwhile, look at this down the straight. Bunch of cars very close together. Now here comes Bernard Leclerc on Konzi down into the first corner. He's going to go for the move into P6. He's got hard tyres, and Konzi's going to send it around the outside. He's very close. Can he make it stick? No, he can't. And Lundtoft does stay ahead. But meanwhile, Kimi with his front wing damage left enough to defend from the cars behind. Throwing Alpaca there, losing a place to Hewitt off the corner as he just got to pit lane, but he has got those fresh tyres and more battery contact. What is he doing? He just drove into the side, but nevertheless. He goes for the position, gets P9, and he now will continue his charge forward again. He's got Hubert in front of him, he's now gotten in front through that pit stop cycle, as now Elite Harrison has arrived next to Firethrower for P3 on track. Of course, Firethrower yet to pit in this race, trying to stay out for the overcut where he can on his rivals. And on those mediums, those tyres wear very much so throughout this race. But I think pit stops will come soon for leaders. British boy pits from P2. He had about a 4-second gap. He was about 4 seconds behind Shank, so he may as well. Shank there, staying up as long as possible here. This could be very beneficial to him in the long run. We'll see how powerful the undercut is here on the hard tyres. I think that because the tyre wear is going to be quite a big amount. Konzi did pit 6 laps before you though, in fairness. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. Keep it there. On his way down the inside he goes. The move goes, that was a clean overtake, but he goes in very deep into the first corner, but I still think that was a clean move and he does make the mistake. Now he'll chase after Bernard Leclerc in P4, who's on 2 lap older hard tyres, which are the better race tyre here today at Mexico. I think Shank could try a 1-stop, honestly. Wouldn't even be out of the question. Yeah, flags are out. What's that? Is that for the Sauber of Hubert? Or was it N2, I should say? And his teammate, who was that? Was that Mercedes? Confused. Might have been Jimbo, who was letting a car pass, maybe. It's like Elite Harrison. He's currently got a big lead over the cars behind. Elite Harrison has undercut the ever-living fuck out of British boy because of this pit stop cycle, but he's on the medium tyres, so making to a 2-stop. Shank now pits. He'll also be on a 2-stop, but he's going to lose so much time. Konzi's lost it again. Once again, the former championship leader spins around the middle sector, and he's in the wall. Almost. Oh, and Zero Pack gets 3 seconds as well. Damn. You can submit it as a clip and then you'll be fine. Konzi there, really struggling with tyre wear today. Mustn't be enjoying Mexico. Hugo gets the fast lap of the race out of nowhere. That was interesting. Did he get beaten by anybody? No, he doesn't. See. And Konzi pits again. This is a disastrous race for the driver looking to get points. He's having an Oscar Piastri level fumble of this championship after leading quite a big margin at one point. But it's okay, this is a long way to go. Meanwhile, Shank is gaining huge amounts of time on Elite Harrison as British boy has actually lost time to the cars in front during the pit stop cycle. But the hards will be a much better race tyre in the long term, so I think British boy is on the right tyre for now. Get this hard stint out of the way. Quick meters at the end. So, looks like they're going to have to do hards or softs at the end. I think softs aren't very viable at this track, let's say. So I think hards will be the only option, really, unless there's a late safety car. And that is DRS for British boy, thanks to Jimbo giving him DRS there. So heading into the final seconds, he's 4 times up on his previous best lap. Whoa, Jimbo, what the fuck was that? He just drove head on into the wall. Was he trying to kill him or what? He probably will, anyway. But meanwhile, Kimi is right behind Mystical. He's going really slowly on his old hards. And there goes Kimi. There's Jimbo. He's letting past more cars now. He's letting past into it as well. He's in the middle sector battling with Firethrower up. Is Hubert close enough to making a move on Bernard Leclerc into turn 1? He might be. This could be a big send if he tries it. Is he going to go for it down the inside? He's going to think about it. Forced a mistake out of Bernard Leclerc, and yeah, flags right down the straight. Is that Mercedes spinning around? Is that Kimi? Or, who is that? Is that Jimbo again? He's in the pit lane now, so... Hubert now goes past with DRS quite easily, actually, over Bernard Leclerc and P5, who's now got Stone packets to worry about. He was actually having a great race here. He's gone up quite a few places. He's gone up 3 places since the start, and he's on a decent strategy too. Going medium currently. Medium hard could be a good strategy. Shank though on those 3-lap pressure tyres is gaining huge amounts of time on Elite Harrison out in front. This very much is turning into a strategy race, as you would have expected at a track like this with very high tyre wear. Shank apparently I was talking with him beforehand. He was doing no practice, from what I saw. And it's really close now. And it looks like, yeah, Sarah Packet might have missed out on DRS actually by just a millimetre. Shank goes fastest now in the battle for the race lead. He's already gained about 2 seconds on that lap alone. So Shank looking very quick there on the medium tyres. Oh, this is bad news for Sarah Packet. He doesn't get DRS, but Hubert goes past Bernard Leclerc now. Once again, goes up into P4. Once again, those two having a pretty good battle for position for P4. Sarah Packet there is right behind Bernard Leclerc now with the lower wings at the seam, gaining time in the straights. Good switch past the corner, he goes off the track, and General Packer now goes past into P5. And Shank there continues his charge after Elite Harrison for the race lead. I do not know how in a race in Mexico there hasn't been a safety car yet, but here we are. Jimbo, I've never seen a driver spin this much in a race, it's crazy. Ventrix, meanwhile, is in P9. That's true. But Serial Packer goes past Bernard Leclerc. Can he get in DRS range of Hubert, though, is the question. This is pivotal for his race. I think he might just about. Oh, I think he missed out on it, though. It's again, on the DRS detection zone. It was very close, and he does not get it. Let's see if he can get up to him. Does he have low enough wings to catch up to Hubert down into turn 1? Spending a lot of time. Although Shank is almost within DRS range of Elite Harrison for the race lead here. This is interesting. The strategy for the race leaders is coming together now. Meanwhile, Conti goes past Mystical. There's a battle now. Down the inside goes Serial Packer. That was a forceful overtake on Hubert, but he gets P4 now on track. And now that gives Bernard Leclerc another chance to get in this fight on those older hard tyres. Oh, Hubert lucked up. That's probably what happened then. And that gives the opportunity to Serial Packer to go past. I only saw the end of that. I didn't see this how it started because I was looking at the race lead. Meanwhile, here comes Bernard Leclerc now on Hubert. Can he go for the move? Nope. Oh, but he went way too late into the corner. He's really struggling to brake, it seems, as Hubert now at this stage of the race on those medium tyres. And he's got Bernard Leclerc to worry about. Meanwhile, here comes Psheng. Yeah, flags are out there in the middle sector. Is that Vintrix again? And that's Psheng as he takes the lead of the race. Is Vintrix in the wall? He looks like has he lost his front wing? It looks like he might have. Oh, Jimbo retires in the first corner. That's the safety car. Right as Psheng took the lead of the race. And the safety car is out. That's changed everything in this race. And that's not what Elite Harrison would have wanted. But this was actually beneficial to the people doing the medium hard because they can just go to the end on hards now easily. Oh, medium hard. So the people are going 2 sets of hards today, of course. Oh, Vintrix has the speeding penalty in the pit lane. Why is Firestorm on inters? What the fuck? Firestorm, I think in panicking trying to change to hard, he must have clicked 1 extra and went to inters. Well, fucking, that's unfortunate. What is Conzi doing? He's brake checking him. Oh my god, he braked so early. Bernard Leclerc is very close. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna Shank take the wheel of, I don't know, I'm just gonna let the camera follow him. I took a shit before the race. I'm gonna go fucking eat some shit. I want to get something to. I'm gonna get mustard for my food, basically. I just want to eat mustard. So, continuing on, I am back. British Boy's leading. Shank has pitted, Ali Harrison has, Hubert has. So packing out has a new front wing and Yas hard tyres. You'll be able to get to the end on those. And Kunzi there is staying out on 5 lap hards, but he's not going to be enjoying those tyres very much, I don't think, at this stage of the stint. Giopus is on fresh hards. Kimi stayed out, so too did Bernard Leclerc and British Boy, looking to go long where they can and pit again at the end, it looks like. Maybe not the best strategy. I think it was Kanzi Amshamek. Yeah, Shem. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a steward, so ask someone else. Yeah. By the way, Siri, how old do you think I am? 18. What's Bro doing? Bro just lost the place because of that. That's your fault. Yeah, you didn't even have to do that, to be honest, but there you go. British Boy there continues. Bernard Leclerc P2. I can hear some communications at Alpine about Plan D and Plan E. Why have you guys got strategies? That's crazy. I think it's 6-7. Fuck. Anyway, under the safety car, we have still got 13 people left in this race. We had 2 retirements with Dervas on the second lap, and then Jimbo as well, killing himself in the first corner after having a terrible race. And British boy there, he's the way. And safety car will come in this lap. So, British boy on 8 lap all hards, 11 lap all hards for Banana McLeod behind him. Oh, into it, and steering up Packer going side by side on the restart. Oh, Banana McLeod, what the fuck is happening? Banana McLeod just got 10 seconds, and now into it and steering up Packer have lost loads of places because they were stuck together. What the fuck are you doing? Oh my god. That's insane, bro. Meanwhile, British boy leads the way. Banana Cloud behind, but he's got 10 seconds, and now there's 10 seconds for Into It as well. And Banana Cloud now side by side with Shank is already going for P2 on the restart as we go green flag racing here. Elite Harrison goes down the inside, making it 3 wide into the first corner. Now they go side by side between Elite Harrison and Shank into turn 1. Shank as you continues to lead the way of these cars and other people that pitted, I mean. And British boy will have to defend him off now, all the way down into turn 4. Can he manage to do so on his 6th lap all the tyres? And side by side behind there between Kimi and Konzi now. Konzi out there, Hupus moves around and that gives Konzi P6. He's on a fight back through the field on his old tyres, somehow making it work. And Kimi there continues on his way. Well, Cheryl back in our pits as he's got, I think he had damage or something. Or he's got a penalty serving. Serving his speeding penalty from before. Shank there continues on in second. What the fuck? The Swinger pack is on wets. British boy leads the way there still with Elite Harrison now in second place on Thrush Hards. You off the track there, Hubert and Banana Cloud were side by side. There is no DRS detection in the first corner. Alright. Onto the MP5 already going past us now, but this is another place. Staying out was not the decision to make. He should have pitted really. I don't know if I knew he would have lost track position, but this is much more worth it. Because he was going to lose it anyway on the restart, and it was just going to make it more chaotic. He's probably banking on another safety car. Swing up pocket there. Gets ghosted and loses more places. They're being lapped at the moment. Meanwhile, here comes Vintrix, side by side fighter up. He almost made contact with the back of his car off the corner. He had a decent exit though. Is he going to send it around the outside? He thought about it, but no, he doesn't. And now we continue on their way. Shank down P2, chasing down British boy. Contact, yeah, flags right. Is that a car off the track? Kimi off the track there. He's in the wall. And he's gone off. I can't see what this. He's got damage, but he's gone around there in the S's. And he's gone way down to 12th place. Has Kimi? Has he got damage on the front wing on the left side? It looks like he has. Got pretty severe damage too. Meanwhile, though, I'm looking at the battle for the race lead. Hold on. Trey goes to the left side. Battling the British boy for the race lead. Goes past that with the DRS. Can Elite Harrison do it too? Alright. I'll look when this battle's done pretty much. But what's going on? So, a little birdie told me Cyril Pack has something to show me. Let's have a look. Oh, a huge off there. It must have been a DRS but into the wall hard. That was a massive accident. Cyril Pack is dead. And he's never going to race again. Is that a safety car? No, it's not. And it is. Took him a fucking while. Jesus. Safety car is out. Shanky is now leading from British boy in second, Elite Harrison in third, Hubert in fourth place, and Conti in fifth. Will now have a chance to pit if he wants to for another set of hard tyres. I think it's best if he did. And now you've got Hubert in P6. Interesting scenes here at Mexico. And Kanji gets 10 seconds, and that compounds his issues as he pits. He's now gonna have to serve 10 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. Because he's, fucking ignore the delta. And that's gonna give him 10 seconds that he is now served. He's on the soft tires, what? Why would you do that? So Kanji there, basically out of tires to use it looks like, is now on the softs in the race here. British boy down to P7, but he's going to have way fresher tires in front. Meanwhile, Sauber's having a great day today, down in P3 and P5 currently. Tricks in P6, you got British boy chasing them down into the safety car, trying to get catch up to the pack. Fonzie in 8th, 9th, Mystical 10th to, but both the Williams cars has Shocker today. They could probably maybe get CM, but it would be a very, very tall order, to be honest with you. Who's that far back on the stream? I don't know. For whatever reason, 2 people just left the fucking Discord, so it's now just me and Kimmy. Oh, it makes it more peaceful. And, Intrix there in P6, chasing down into it in P5 in the Sauber, trying to make moves in this race, of course. He's on 7 lap or mediums, those are not going to last until the end of the race, almost certainly. So he's going to have to pit again. He still has another 13 laps to do, so this race really is a test of patience, to be honest, because it's just so easy to get fucked over at this track because it is a very narrow circuit. There's a lot of grass near the circuit. It's very slippery. There's high tire wear, so the cars are always sliding around, even in medium speed corners, and there's no traction even in the low speed corners. So, or in the high speed corners, yeah, I should say. Nevertheless, Hubert's in P3 looking to get his first career podium, I believe this would be. And you got Chiropos P4 looking for his first career podium too. So drivers in contention that we wouldn't have expected. British boy there on fresh hards and P7 is definitely in the best chance to win this race in terms of tyre life, as he's now currently in a great position in P7, trying to close into the leading cars. And they're coming to the restart with, I believe it will be 12 laps to go when we restart this lap. I think he's run out of tyres, I can't lie. Fast lap currently from Schenk with a 1:18.6. Hopefully someone will beat that, just for the sake of the championship being interesting. Who else is there to look at? Yeah, Kanzi's pitted 3 times, so is Mystical, so they're going to be running out of compounds to use at this stage. Yes. Let's go. It's at Imola though, so good luck. I would love rain. I really need rain. Because I'm good in the rain. Here comes Champ. And Hubert overtook before the restart line, I think, and he does have to give the place back to Lee Harrison. He does just that. And here comes Hubert now with a massive run on both of them, heading into the first corner. He can maybe get P2 here because of that incident in the first corner. Heading into turn 1 though, who's it going to be leading the way? Down the inside goes Hubert on Hubert, but Hubert goes around the outside. Is there contact between them? Yes, there is. Here comes Vintrix, so drives straight into the side of him. Massive contact there between himself and Entuit. And Vintrix, who was having a great restart, is already back down to P11, and he's fucked over Entuit's race as well. Oh, he almost... Entuit just tried to kill someone. What is he doing? Oh, maybe... He's done this already this race. He just doesn't know when to steer. Oh, he just drove into someone again. Oh my god, what's going on? Meanwhile, Mystical there, side by side. Look at this race, man. It's complete chaos. Here comes Condi side by side with British boy on the soft tyres. He needs to make use of them while he can, because those tyres are useless in the race, especially at this track, where the tyre wear is ridiculous. Condi, though, chases down Mystical for P5. And the driver looking to get the championship away. Elite Harrison can take away points from Shamka, who does not want any chaos today, that's for sure. He wants to preserve track position in a race like this. But it looks like he's going to struggle to get to the end, unlike some people like British boy, who will definitely be able to get to the end, I reckon, on those hard tyres. and he does not have to pit again, so if there is a late safety car, he would still have an advantage, I'd say, because he'd have track position, realistically, unless he has a spin or an incident in this mid-pack, which has been complete chaos this race. Here comes Mystical, meanwhile, on Human for P4, and Mystical almost at the back of him now, and there's 4 lap on mediums, trying to make use of them. Here comes Konzi as well, using the battery down the straight, and can he make a move? Down the inside there goes Mystical now and Hubert into turn 1. What is the camera looking at? Oh my fucking god. Mystical goes down the inside. And Hubert's still there. Contact with Cocobrino as well. And they're still touching through the corner. 4 cars, line astern off the corner. Look how close they are, all of them within a second of each other. And meanwhile, Vintrix goes past Enzo. He's having a terrible race here. The driver's not making friends today. Europa's there in P3. Might even be in a chance to win this race at the moment. He's 7 tenths behind the leaders, but pace would show. He hasn't quite been there today. Meanwhile, look at this 5-6 car fight for P4. Mystical and Cocobrino battling now with a British boy just behind that, and he's got Hubert as well. He's gone down loads of places on this lap. He's gone from P4 down to P8 in 1 lap. He's on a terrible lap, as Hubert now. God knows why. He's on pretty old hards, I suppose, is probably the reason, actually, but still. Here comes McLaren. He just spun around there. It looked like he did from one angle, but Hansi there's right behind Mystical in the battle for P4. He's on 3 lap old softs, trying to make use of them. He's going to have to pit again anyway, but he could gain track position on this restart before he pits, so maybe this is a good strategy from Konzi here, but they'll only really be viable for about 5 laps at most. Here he comes off the corner though with DRS on Mystical. It's almost certainly going to be a standard overtake for him. Here comes Elite Harrison though for the race lead on Shank. Has he got the battery to go for it? I think he does. Shank goes to the inside, going defensive. It should be a flyby overtake for the McLaren. Both McLarens battling with Ferraris on this lap. And through into turn 1, Elite Harrison does take the lead off of Shank. The drivers contending for the win for last time out in Spa continue to battle this time. Side by side here between Mystical and British Boy. Contact between them. Mystical tried to send it, pushes British Boy off the track, and as they continue on their way, yellow flags are out as Entwist spun around in the first corner now, and he's retired from the session and he's left. I'm checked there. He's on. Meanwhile, it's a battle for P8 between these guys. Down the inside goes Bernard Leclerc, goes past Cube for P8. He's having a terrible restart. Vintrix also trying to catch back up, but doesn't seem to have the pace to at the moment. And Konzi trying to pull away from the pack here on those used softs that he's got now, 4 laps old as they are, but this is holding up the entire pack behind. He won't be closing up on his leading cars really, but then again they do have to pit again. The thing is, their tyre offset's so powerful at this track that I think even if they did pit again, they'd still see themselves with the advantage, even with the amount of time they'd have to make up. So we'll see how that goes. Look at this battle though in the midfield. Look how close everyone is. There's a DRS train from P4 all the way down to P9 here, so 6 cars together. Elite Harrison gets the fast lap of the race on the hard tyres, pulling away from Schenk out in front. He looks really fast in that McLaren currently. British Boy flies past Konzi. He's losing 1-2 places. Will it be 3 by the end of the straight? Here comes Fighter up. Thought about it there. He brakes early and makes sure to avoid colliding with anyone into the first corner. That was smart from him. And Konzi there, not going to be happy with his race as it's been going. Pretty poorly for him. Down in P6 currently on the softs. Not the best strategy, but of course I think he hasn't really got many options at this stage. After he's pitted 3 times already. Meanwhile, here comes a move down the inside of Konzi. Goes Fighter up. He goes past, and Hubert's also looking for that move as well on those old hards. And Konzi there has no grip on the softs now. He should probably pit soon because there's no point staying out. Meanwhile, Lee Harrison from the race lead gets track limits, and that's going to cost him a chance to win this race. And Huopis is now back in the fight for the race win now. That is disastrous for the race leader, who now has to worry about pulling a 3-second gap on Shank if he wants to win this race. Vintrix also gets 3 seconds now as track limit penalties start to play a factor in this race, more than they were at the start. And Huopis is right behind Shank now, trying to gain on him, as they both have similar battery figures, heading down through the middle sector in the stadium section now. It's going to be very close between these guys. Huopis, the former Williams reserve driver, chasing them down now on the V-Cup. Can he go past and go for his first career victory here in PTPRL? Meanwhile, Onzi is battling partially here with Bernard Leclerc. Another fast lap. What a lap from British Boy. Goes with the fast lap in P4, chasing down the race leaders on those 6-lap pressure tyres. He's finally out of traffic and can really show off his pace. That was almost a second quicker than Elite Harrison. Meanwhile, continuing on his way, Vintrix is retired in the pit lane, and Konzi's also pitted now for used hard tyres, it looks like. And Schenk there in second is battling with Huopis, who has DRS once again now. Chasing him down, but this battle is going to cost him a chance to win this race. They can't lose too much time, so the quicker driver should go past. Here comes Huopis around the outside, side by side through turn 4. Can he, or turn 5 even goes around the outside of Schenk, and he does retake the place. But he's going to send it in turn 6, 7. They're side by side. He can't make it, even with the battery. He couldn't get the traction off the corner, and Schenk stays in P2, but he's only 2.9 seconds behind Elite Harrison, and that is not good for their race, and it's good for British Boy. He's now catching up rapidly to these cars in front. Hubert's now very close to the back of Fire Throw up in P6 in the battle for position between those two. And as they continue on their way, meanwhile, there goes Europus past Pshenk once again. Is it side by side as they go? Around the outside goes Pshenk through the DRS zone. Europus had a huge run on him there. And now Pshenk needs to think about letting it pass for the DRS detection. And here comes British Boy. He's already gained so much time on these cars. They're 5 seconds away from Elite Harrison. He's just running away with the race lead. Vintrix's retired car is currently in turn 3 on the exit on the straight. And now the top 3 will battle it out for position. Oh, sorry, second down to 4th, I should say. Down to the outside goes British Boy. Goes past Cubas pretty easily in the straight. Can he get past Pshenk as well? Right on the outside. Pshenk made the wrong move to go on to the inside to defend, I think. But no, he does stay in front for now. But the double DRS will be useful. Contact there, and its customer chance has British Boy through his impatience. Can't get past and now loses the place to Cupid. Continues on his way though, with battery to use. Chasing down Cupid for P3 once again. This is no longer a battle for the net race lead because Elite Harrison has checked out in front in what would be a second win of the season on a different team as well. He won it for Haas as a reserve driver, and now he's a McLaren driver. He will get a win for the team. And to the inside goes British Boy, side by side off the corner. Can he go around the outside? Yes, he can. He's already had to get before he gets to turn 7, or sorry, turn 8. And now he will pull away through the S's. Yeah, the flags are out though. There's a Williams that's spun around. It's 5-3 up. His teammates right behind him now. 2 Danish drivers looking to stay close together. And Hubert there is right behind Mystical. Yeah, what's up? What? I can't use this on my PS5. Oh, I'll have a look, okay. I mean, I don't know, I'm trying to save it for other games, so I don't know if I want to buy it yet. But we'll see. If it comes up that I can buy it, then I will. Meanwhile, British Boy here, chasing down Pshenk P2. Pshenk has no battery to use, and that gives the position to British Boy. Or does it? Is it going to go down inside as Pshenk? Can't make it. He's on 6 lap level tyres, and now British Boy will chase down what could be the race win here today. Elite Harris is going to be struggling to get to the end on these tyres. That 3 seconds could prove pivotal for his race. He's got 6 lap older tyres than British Boy, who needs to catch up. Pshenk can only apply pressure to British Boy here with his old tyres. And Europus too. Look, it's been really quick today. Genuinely surprised at how quick Europus has been. His pace has been surprising. Look at this horrendous camera angle of the front wing nose cone. And Europus there, side by side with Pshenk for a moment almost. Couldn't go for it. It's kind of cool actually. I mean. British Boy though has to gain. What? Oh, I thought that was Elite Harrison. I was trying myself. But Syrian Pack has left the session. We've already had 6 retirements in this race out of the 15 people that started. So there's 9 people left. Vintrix, I think, will get a point. I'm not sure. Pshenk, though, chasing down British Boy into turn 1. Can he make a move? He thought about it, but he can't do so. Softs for Mystical and mediums for Fire to Rock, I think. Is he going to pit? Yeah, he's pitted for. I think he has pitted yet, actually. In he comes. What's he going to change for? Is it going to be soft tyres till the end to give him fastest lap for an extra point? Looks like it could be. Bernard Leclerc now goes after his fastest lap attempt, it looks like. So that continues to play. Conzi though is given a free P6 it looks like. Whereas you've got penalties still to serve. It's 3 seconds and he's 3.3 ahead of Mystical and Fresh Stuff, so I don't think that's going to last. So Conzi's race going terribly here currently, especially compared to his teammate who's continuing to pull away with the championship lead here after this race. British Boy though still making good progress on catching up to Lee Harrison, but not enough at this stage to win the race. He needs to gain 1.5 seconds to get within 3 seconds to give him a chance to win. So one more battle with Pshenk would cost him the chance to win realistically. Let's see if Pshenk is close enough to make a move on him here at the final corner, which is one of the most important track turns on the track. I think he could. He has battery as well, so this could be very interesting. Down into the straight, into turn 1. This could be big for British Boy's race and his chances of winning his first race in PTPRL, I believe it would be. Heading down into... When did you last win? When did you win? Well, I'm just going to go off what they said. I don't fucking know. I know you did win on track there. Cyril Packer did in my eyes, but... British Boy, though, loses the place to Pshenk, who's chasing down Elite Harrison here. Does he have the pace to, is the question. I don't think he does on those older tyres. Europus there in P4, 2 seconds behind British Boy, has lost touch with the leading cars, as you may have expected. Pshenk is just trying to do his own. I think he's just going for P2 at this point. There's not really much point going for the lead at this point. There's 4 laps to go. Elite Harrison looking for his second win of the season. He won in Monaco. He's been close to a win before. He almost won in a very, very chaotic race at Spa last time out. And then he got fucked over by Fabian in the final corner, an MPL driver, of course, from my league. And he fucked over his chances of winning, and that gave Pshenk the win by 9 thousandths of a second. What was one of the craziest finishes I've ever seen. Pshenk, though, 5 seconds behind Elite Harrison, pretty much, give or take, has now got British Boy to worry about down here. They're both looking pretty similar on pace. Meanwhile, yeah, flags are out. That could be a safety car. Cocobrino's gone off again, and he was looking to keep on a hold of P7 at least, and now he's down to P8 with 3 seconds. The only person he can outscore now is 5 Thorup on track of the running order. Side by side now in the first sector between Pshenk and British Boy. Who's it going to be off the corner? There comes British Boy, still side by side with Pshenk off the corner. And now they're still close together, and no, British Boy does go past. He thinks about a dab him on the inside, can't do it. And British Boy there will now continue to set his sights after Elite Harrison out in front. I don't think he has the time or the pace at this stage of the race to catch up to Elite Harrison, unless he pops a tyre, because he's on 17 lap on hards. I don't know how long the hards last for, but they've got to be really worn out, even with the safety cars that they've gone through. Mystical, I'm wondering, on the softs, can he catch up to Hubert in P5? So it looks like, yeah, Elite Harrison very well could have got to see him. That means a one-stop was very plausible. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Check that. No problem. Here comes Pshenk down into turn 1. Is he going to hit him into the first corner? He almost did. It was a bit of a botched dive bomb attempt from him, but he doesn't make contact with the British Boy. He gives him space. He didn't really need to, but for his own sake, I think it was good enough for him to do that. This is the only battle on track at the moment. And Pshenk's thought about a move, but couldn't do it. Yeah. It's always a safety car push to pass. I don't think there's been a single race that was completely clean besides maybe Australia. Even now, I don't think it was clean. Yeah. I don't know why Pshenk did that, because he just, in hesitating, he just cost himself more time. And this is giving Europus a chance to go for P2 now, as these two battle it out, trying to get DRS off each other. Contact there with Europus on the back of British Boy. Pshenk is a sitting duck now in these final couple corners, but Europus is now, with loads of battery to use, in a chance to get P2 and get his first career podium. This could be great news for him. It's going to be a three-way battle for P2 on the final lap of the race. Yellow flags are out, as it looks like a Williams is spun around. That's 5 for him, which will mean surely it's Kanzi who will get P8. Meanwhile, British Boy goes past into second place out of Pshenk. Will Europus have a chance to go past him though, is the question. I think he can. Yellow flags are out again, as now 4-5 has gone off once again. Is he crashing? Probably. And now off the corner, doesn't look like he has the pace to make a move. There's Europus there, but it's going to be a battle between British Boy and Pshenk. Will Pshenk send a dive bomb on the inside of British Boy for P2? No, he won't. And Europus though is really close to the back of these two cars, as they will continue to save battery. I think Europus might have more battery at this stage of the race. I believe he does. This is going to be a really intense end to the race for these guys. There's 3 of them inseparable on the track. Who will have the advantage in this situation? Surely it's British Boy on those fresher tyres. If Pshenk continues to charge now after P2 in this race, he's going to go for it here. Europus is trying anything he can to go for the move. He almost spun out there on the final lap, but Pshenk is desperate to get as many points on his teammate as he can, as he's actually got ahead of Bernard Leclerc. I don't know how on those softs. The softs have died, and this could give Kanzi P7 out of nowhere. And Pshenk there continues on his way, trying to chase after British Boy. Can he go for a move on the final corner as Elite Harrison wins the Mexico Grand Prix from British Boy in second, and Pshenk will just about get third. 900ths off him in the end. Europus gets a career best P4, Hubert there in P5 as well, having a great race for Sauber. His teammate down in 11th place, retiring from the race after a very hectic race. Yellow flag to out. No, it's Bernard Leclerc, who's gone off into the wall heavily, lost the entire front wing. That will give Conzi P7, which is probably best case scenario for him, given that the tyres were fucked at this stage of the race. Mystical on full apple sauce now comes home to finish in P6 for McLaren, and Conzi, the championship rival of Shank, will only lose, I believe, well, not too many points actually, considering his race. And as I said before, Lee Harrison, last time he got pole, he won the race. He did just that again here in Mexico, like he did in Monaco. He likes winning at tracks that start with an M. And yeah, good stuff from Ellie Harrison. Wins the race. British boy gets second, Shank in third. A good performance from him. Hubert in P4, Hubert then Mystical, Conzi, Banana Leclerc, and then Firestrip will bring up P9 with P10 for Vintrix. What a race this has been. And Conzi in the chat says, fuck. Not very happy. So, interesting. Oh my god, I've got no time to practice for MPR now. Would have liked to, because I'm well. How long is that going to take you? How long is MotoGP going to take you? What time is your MotoGP race? No, I mean, but like, how long is that going to take? And what time is it? MPL is 8, so careful. Meanwhile, I don't know how, in a race this hectic, I don't know how the top 3 stayed where they started in the end. Yeah, the only people that stayed where they started were the top 3 and then Mystical and P6. Everyone else changed places. It was a very chaotic race. Yeah, crazy. I do have to eat some is. Actually, I need to practice though, I don't know. Still, we'll see you next week for PTPRL. I don't know what track it is, we'll find out at the time.